Whoa. I'm gonna go old lady slow.
Great.
Woo.
There you
Okay,
go.
I am
Right.
in the water.
Anyone who's ever spent time in Grand Rapids, Michigan has seen the Grand River. This waterway that flows right through downtown is actually the longest river in the state of Michigan. But I'll admit that when I first moved to West Michigan, the Grand River was little more to me than a scenic backdrop in the area. But in recent years, there's been a lot of work to restore the river and to establish more community interaction with it. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about the Grand River and ways that I can help to be a steward for it. So I reached out to a couple of friends who can help me learn more about it. And what better way to learn about the river than to get into it with a kayak? I headed over to Riverside Park to talk with two experts about the river.
How long have you been kayaking? I was trying to figure that out. I couldn't figure it out, but I know I started kayaking when I came to Michigan.
This is Lorena. Lorena is a long-term resident of Grand Rapids with 25 years of history in the city. Last year, she completed a paddle sports safety facilitator certification with the American Canoe Association in partnership with GR Outdoors to learn more about safety, paddling techniques, and rescue skills for canoeing, kayaking, and stand-up paddleboarding.
And I was able to, through the projects for the city, have access to kayaks. And we took a group of Latinas on the river. And I remember how much joy it brought me. And so from there, we went to figuring out how to actually bring access to everyone in the community.
Awesome. And how many folks have you been able to take out on trips?
So this year, my goal was to do 100, take out 100 people, but I missed it by one. I did 99 people of color that have never kayaked, and just being able to teach them that, and for them to see their joy of learning something new and being underwater was the best part of it.
This is Andrea. Currently, she works for the city of Grand Rapids as the Community Engagement Manager.
So, I'm an Anishinaabe Kwe. I'm a citizen of the Chippewa Thames First Nation. And also, I do research and have written about Michigan Indigenous history forever. And so one of the projects that I've been working on is the history of the trail system and how Ouachita or Grand River has been a part of that history. So paying attention to the mounds, thinking about the impact of the lumber industry here, thinking about the creation of the bridges that have changed the routes, the trauma from, industry.
For me is, if you're enjoying something, you'll take care of it. So that's my goal, for people to enjoy, learn something, have fun, and take care of it.
To be out in the land again is so important to me and for my family and for how we practice being Anishinaabe.
We have reached out to our friends over at GR Outside for the Kayak Hookup. GR Outside is a program of the Grand Rapids Parks and Recreation Department that offers access to free outdoor apparel and gear rental. They met us over here at the Riverside Park boat launch.
Okay, I have to look at this. This is awesome. Look at this.
So how do you pronounce it? I was gonna ask you that.
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
And so the tong, this is right here, is a location.
Before it was the Grand River, it was named Awashtanong. It is both a place name and a way to describe an action and relationship to the waterway. An Anglo translation would describe it as far-flowing water. Although, Anishinaabe language teachers say that these translations are not completely accurate because it takes away the river's animacy and relationships.
It's like Christmas.
I know, I want to see what's in here.
Well, you'll get to see what's in here.
Ooh. Okay. How do you want me to lift
Grab
this?
it from here.
Okay.
The handle.
Got it.
According to the River for All project, the river has been and remains home to many Native American tribal communities since the end of the Ice Age. The Grand River provided a primary travel and trade route, and the valley was used for hunting and growing food. The Native communities have a deep relationship with the river and the land around it.
I'm just going to pretend to help, but you two got this.
Okay.
This is my first time kayaking.
With me?
With you.
So technically, you're my 100th person taking out on the water.
It's
So
true.
I met my goal. When we put a life jacket, just adjust all the straps before you even put it on. Loosen them up.
I think mine is pretty loose.
It's supposed to be super tight.
How's that?
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna touch you, okay?
Please do.
All right, I'm gonna adjust this one. You need this one.
Oh, it's really tight. Okay.
Okay, I think we're all set.
We were excited to get in the river, but first, I asked Lorena to give us some kayaking 101.
Next, we're gonna grab the boats, and we're gonna use the accessibility and lounge. Let's grab a boat. And
I'm gonna put my tobacco in first.
yes, sounds
Okay.
good.
Thank you.
We're using tobacco as an offering to present to the beings around us: land, animals, water, and spirits. It's kind of like bringing a gift or a plate to pass at a housewarming party.
Okay. We're all set.
All right, let's get in the water, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's start our business. I'm so nervous.
All right. Oh, nothing to be nervous about.
Really? I know I'm with a pro. I am fine.
You want to have a little bend on your knee.
Yes. So bring them this way, probably. Ooh.
Thank you. There we go.
According to the River for All project, before the arrival of European settlers, people of the Three Fires, an alliance of the Adawa, Chippewa, and Potawatomi tribes, established villages in what is now Grand Rapids, with their main gathering place in present-day downtown.
How's everyone feeling?
I'm good.
To the bridge. I just had to say that.
The people of the Three Fires called themselves the Anishinaabeg, the original people. But their lives changed in 1821 when the Treaty of Chicago gave the United States control of the land south of the Grand River, drastically changing the river's landscape.
So this is one of the reasons I like to be on the water. It just gives you a different view.
It's
of the city.
beautiful.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Even just thinking about the bridges were a symbol of trying to change the way that we traveled in Grand Rapids. So we would traditionally travel through the Grand River by canoe or boats, and those bridges were put up because with the lumber coming through the water and with all the pollution from the industry, it wasn't safe to be in the water. Sorry, I'm not a very good kayaker.
You're fine.
Ooh.
Hey.
I love that. From the 6th Street to Lake Pearl were 3 islands that at one point were filled in. And before they were filled in, the Anishinaabeg, we use them for ceremony. Some people think that we had mounds built there or right around them. We use them as temporary homes. We use them as resting places when we were fishing or trading. And, you know, the settlers didn't see much value in having those islands. And they needed to completely change the landscape of Grand Rapids and the Grand River to support how they wanted to live here. I'm coming.
You look so happy and lovely.
I love being in the water, so yes, and the sun is shining on me.
Yep.
I'm in my happy spot right now.
It's just really hard sometimes to be on the Grand River because when we're at Riverside Park, it looks so beautiful and picturesque. But as we come more and more downtown, all it does is remind me that people made certain kinds of decisions around how we are going to use this area that benefited their needs over how the original people of this land had it forever.
What does being in right relationship with the river look like?
Water is life, right? And my thing is giving people access to the river, introducing them to it in a fun way where they could kayak and enjoy it. And I think people that enjoy stuff take care of it, right? So once they start enjoying the river and seeing the effects of what's going on, they'll take better care of the water and all the surroundings with Mother Nature.
If I've learned anything from today, it's that there's so much more to learn about this body of water. But I do know that as a member of this community, I want to do my part to help advocate for Indigenous stewardship. I want to ensure that our community is working to heal the harm that has been done in the past by honoring it in the present and being good ancestors for its future. Like Lorena said, when people enjoy things, they're more inspired to care for them. So I'm looking forward to joining my friends and community members as we find ways to be in right relationship with the Awashtenong.